I will hunt you.
So, what should I be doing again?
Leave this one to me. This'll be easy with both of us.
Oh, if I must. This should be easy if we work together.
I'm on it. No charge. I've got your back.
Got it. I'll fight alongside you.
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
There's not a question of can. Only a matter of will. Leave this to me.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
You until my dying breath. Get back here!
You have to reach them and put a stop to this madness.
I haven't the slightest notion what is going on, but I'll have to take it. Destroy them all!
We must eliminate those who slither in the dark if we hope to clear a path to the mercenaries.
The enemy stronghold will be ours. Oh, please. Come on, snap out of it. See how those beasts crawl to the slaughter. Let me put you out of your misery, beasts.
I'll back you up.
I tire of playing with you ingrates.
Never back down!
Stay out of this. It does not concern you. Come with me.
Let's get him.
I know what to do. Get out of my way. This is like talking to a different person. I don't think we'll be able to reason our way out of this one.
There's not a question of can.
I must move us away from all of these foolish distractions. What?
There's not a question of can. Leave this to me.
So, what should I be doing? I'll back you up. Hang up.
Here I go. No mistakes.
There's not a question of can.
Here I go. No. Oh, they warped away.
I'm swapping in.
Rather than waste our time running in circles, we should direct some units to move in, while others lie in wait elsewhere.
This will never fall with me around.
Why do you insist on interfering?
They're putting up more of a fight than I expected. Deploy the reserves.
I'll make my own luck! It's not over. These French soldiers must be dealt with.
Here I go. No mistake. They must learn who they're up against.
There's not a question of can. Leave this to me.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure.
Well, this is just delightful.
Mercenaries? No, it cannot be! Let's do this!
You are mine!
Make this do?
I'm bringing it down.
You like that?
Begin.
It's not over. About time. Let's do this.
If we hope to enter that stronghold, we must first remove the soldiers who block our path.
Can't take much more of this.
Time to get over there now!
I won't lose.
I'm all right.
I'll not permit this chance to slip away.
Begin.
Relentless.
So, what should I be doing again?
What must I do to shake the man? The others should have been here by now. Something must be holding Edelgard up.
Her Majesty, we've sighted Claude pursuing Dimitri here in the mountains.
The two of them are nearby. We need to get those who slither in the dark out of the way so we can send our troops.
I think I'm improving.
So, what should I be doing again?
I could take a lesson from your persistence. I have gratitude.
Oh, if I must. Oh, if I must. Leave this to me. Always be prepared.
Assistance, please.
Fine, let's go.
Not yet. I dislike ending things on a low note. As such,
Prepare to die! Begin. This.
question of can.
To beasts.
Give me aid. Let's get 'em.
I know what to do. Get out of my way. I am undone.
Find and remove this reckoning. Time for an interrogation.
Thank you. I was under attack before I even knew what was happening.
It makes little sense. Still, what matters now is that you're safe.
If I must wring the life from you by my own hand, then so be it.
You won't escape judgment this time, Solar.
Try me, you witless beasts!
Your Majesty, the mercenary captain broke loose and escaped.
Well, that didn't take long.
Every second you waste on me costs you 10 times more. Defeat him handily.
You will not fall in vain.
No one should ever oppose the Emperor.
You traitor! We made you into the monster you are today. Do not forget that. I need to get this flesh underground. So it's true. You really are from Shambhala.
Forgive me for this soul, but without your sacrifice, this world can never be made clean. Oh, great Zahras, veil of night fluttering in the abyss. By the laws of creation, throw wide your infernal gates and swallow my foes.
Ever thought of maybe calling it a day?
You're a fine one to ask me that. Not a moment goes by without you on my tail.
Hey, you stop running, I'll stop chasing you around. Worth a try.
It's a surprise to see you here, Dimitri.
I wouldn't be, if Claude would simply deign to leave me alone.
As if. You're the one who put yourself in this.
This is... No!
take all the strength I can get.
Amazing what a little bloodshed can do.
The future is ours to make, no matter the sacrifice.
Can't let this power go unused.
This is quite fascinating.
It has been a long, long battle. My race wavers at the brink of extinction. And so it falls upon me to reclaim this world, that what was stolen from my people might be theirs once more. Which is why I was born. Yes, I created you. The cycle of the world, the rehousing of souls. How desperately I sought this secret art. But it demanded precision. One defect, one essence wrongly transplanted, would lead to consequences most irreparable. I knew I must oversee the process myself in order to save my beloved people. When my consciousness first initialized, I was nothing. I remember the sound of water, of bubbles, the sound of a massive object slowly lurching along. I thought the noise would continue for eternity, but then, a change. Something gave way. The water began rushing rapidly. Pale shadows closed in around me. Amidst deafening sounds, I walked desperately in search of light. That was an unforeseen accident. I was sure all had been lost to the waters. It was fortunate I had created you, for you proved useful in a way I never expected. I am to become you. That's why I'm here. That's why I've been compelled to remove any obstacle in your way. Only by destroying the abomination inside the Ashen Demon can we bring salvation to the world. So you understand. Then return that body you two share to me. It pains me to do this to you, but alas, all was written from the beginning.
Scarlet Blaze. Into the Chasm.
Where am I?
Let's hold off on the weapons for now, okay? Probably best you don't move at all, actually.
Wait, Claude? Hold on. What are you all doing here?
I have the same question. It appears we've been swallowed up by some kind of strange magic.
That was your doing, wasn't it?
When we came to, we were sprawled on the ground here. Charming place, if you ask me.
Have you truly forgotten everything? You transformed and began attacking your allies. Thankfully, we managed to knock you out and capture you. But soon you awoke and fled. Those who saw you said you were like a different person.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon. At least, I think it was Arval.
Arval?
The voice in my head. We've known each other for a few years now.
Huh.
Sounds pretty out there, right? This is why I never mentioned it.
And you claim this Arval suddenly decided to turn on you.
I know how it sounds, but yeah. There are two things I can say for sure. The first is that Arval's magic is what dragged us all in here. And the second is that there's no one in my head anymore.
How can you be certain?
Because I don't feel them. At least, not in my mind. Arval's somewhere else now. Somewhere distant.
Well, that's vague. How are we supposed to make heads or tails of any of this?
At any rate, you appear more like yourself again, which we can take as a positive sign. And I truly do want to believe you.
At the very least, I hope you know a way out of this fathomless prison.
About that, I know I said distant, but Arval's definitely here with us somewhere. If we can find them and figure out what magic they used on us, we might just be able to escape.
That sounds wildly optimistic.
It sure does. But considering we don't know a thing about this place, we might as well give it a shot.
In that case, let's begin looking around and see if we can't find any clues to where we are.
Do you have a moment?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
Huh?
Oh boy.
Huh?
Well, I'm stumped.
Enough with the searching glances, Dimitri. Say what you're going to say.
I was just thinking that I find it difficult to speak with you. Even now that we have the opportunity to exchange words peaceably. Too many have died for us to suddenly have meaningful heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh, that's not how I feel. Unless you mean you don't wish to speak with the tyrant you consider responsible for their deaths. In which case, let's just believe what we believe, accept that our paths have diverged, and see this through to the very end.
You're placing words in my mouth. Still, I suppose that does cut to the heart of the matter. I will not claim that all my choices were right, but I accept responsibility for them. I made them carefully and with full knowledge of the consequences.
And I'd like to think I can say the same. But this is unproductive. We need to get out of here.
Fair enough. But first, answer me this. Do you know what became of your mother and Selma?
Why would I?
Someone told me that you would know how she met her end. Although I suspect that was nothing more than the dying ravings of a madwoman.
It was. I haven't seen my mother since I was a child. It would have been right before she was exiled. You would know what happened better than I.
I suppose so. Regardless, thank you for answering. Now, shall we get back to finding our way out?
Please, we can't resolve anything so long as we're trapped in this... Ah!
That was quite the tremor.
Whatever this place is, I find myself liking it less by the moment.
Can you stand?
Yes, thank...
Perhaps we can put our differences aside, if only for the moment. The hostilities will do us no good here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I can agree to that. You know, I just remembered something from back when I was but a child. I had fallen to the ground and was met with a kind hand reaching out to help me up. I took it without thinking, without even looking first to see who it was. I suppose that shows you how much I've grown. Dimitri, what is it?
I have a similar memory. One of helping a little girl who had fallen in the dirt.
Knowing you, such occurrences would have been commonplace in your youth. Don't try to imply we share a memory.
No, I rarely forget an important face. Often to my own woe, I might add.
Enough. Let us end this before we both make greater fools of ourselves. We need to escape. That's our only priority.
Edelgard,
What are you doing? You should know I won't hesitate to leave you behind.
Indeed. I'm coming, Elle. I wonder...
I have to say, this isn't how I imagined Fodlan's three most powerful leaders would be coming together.
Indeed. I hesitate to even consider the look on Hubert's face right now.
I don't think anyone's too worried about me, though. Vanishing without a word is kind of what I do. So much for being a reliable leader.
Or perhaps it's the opposite, and your people think you reliable precisely because you always return. It must be nice having friends you can depend on to handle important matters in your absence.
And it must feel lousy to realize no one wants to do your job, Edelgard.
I'm glad to see your tongue remains as agile as ever. Let's try moving our feet instead, shall we?
Hey, I can do both if you want. It's definitely not an either-or kind of situation. So, Edelgard, say the four of us get out of here in one piece. What are you planning to do about Dimitri? Maybe we should join forces and take him on together.
You're such a bore sometimes, Claude. And is that a serious proposal?
Well, I suppose it would be easier for me if the kingdom stuck around. After all, I get the feeling that if we divide Fodlan between the Empire and the Alliance, I'll be the one holding the short end of that stick. Our goal is to deal with Rhea and the Central Church, not to unify Fodlan.
You never have been one to mince words, have you? Well then, allow me to match your honesty. It would be more convenient for me if the kingdom ceased to exist. The Central Church has a much closer relationship with Fargus than with the other regions. Even were we to capture the Archbishop and force her to dismantle the upper echelons of the Church, it wouldn't be enough. The roots of that organization run deep.
Hold on. You're just looking to capture Rhea? You're not gonna, get rid of her?
Is it not enough to subdue a foe and remove them from power?
I'm just surprised. I would have expected you to be more thorough.
And here I thought you wanted to pursue a peaceful solution.
Hey, give me some credit. If I didn't like to rock the boat, Lester would have been swallowed up by the Empire ages ago. I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones. I won't go into details, but I'm definitely fighting to make them a reality.
All that, and you're not planning to enlighten me? Unreliable and stingy. I, for one, have no qualms with telling you my ambitions. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
Just Fodlan, huh?
Come again?
Hey, don't get me wrong. That's a goal I can get behind. That's why we're working together. But I'd be grateful if my own ambitions can be fulfilled at the end of your path of conquest.
I'd like to believe that is possible. At least for now, we can work together to achieve a common goal. And perhaps someday our pact will become a more permanent one. I hope so, at any rate.
Same here. But before that, we need to find a way out of this place. Yeesh. You can't tell forward from back in here. Let's try over that way, maybe?
Good idea. It seems different from the rest of the void. Look out!
So it failed. Has my skill degraded that sharply over the years?
Arval.
I have been searching for you. And look what you brought me. The three who fancy themselves sovereigns, ruling over that abomination's wretched spawn. What unexpected luck. I do hope you are all prepared to face death this day.
So this is Arval, is it? Undo this sorcery and return us from whence we came, demon.
Oh, I do not think that will be happening. But even if I desired to accede to your wishes, the great forbidden spell of Zahras is a one-way journey. None can escape this eternal darkness.
I vote we kill this thing and see what happens. Who's with me?
Something tells me they wouldn't lay this trap, only to suffer the same fate as us. If this being can free themselves from this void, it stands to reason that so too can we.
Then try cutting me down if you like. Sadly, what you see before you is but an illusion. I have a task to fulfill, and once it is accomplished, I shall leave this place alone.
Arval, wait! What task are you talking about? Why did you use me? What are you trying to do here?
Ah, but you are mistaken. I am not Arval. My name is Epimenides, an ordinary man who vowed to kill the beast which set the earth ablaze. Do you not comprehend my purpose? I must save this world and its true people. That is why I chose to pass my consciousness down through the ages. And you are the vessel for that consciousness.
What does that mean?
I don't know what's going on, but I do know whoever that is needs to be stopped.
And how far are you willing to go? Will you cut down your own friends to reach me?
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Here I go. No mistake. They must... Hubert? No. It must be a double.
If so, it's completely indistinguishable from the real thing. This is vile sorcery indeed. The Emperor is before you. Deal the killing blow. You can't fool me. If it were really you, we'd understand.
Dad, no! Don't do this! I can't believe you would hurt me.
This is harder than I thought. I mean, how do we know for sure they're not real?
Why are you consulting with the enemy? He's right where you want him.
Why are you... No. This is a deception. The man I know would never raise a weapon at me.
Let's try this. I'll give you a hand.
We will proceed as planned. Allow me to help you. Don't give up. There. It's done. But steel yourselves. Don't know who will confront next.
Are we being warped away? No. Space itself is distorting around us.
Our surroundings have changed.
This place is so twisted you can't even tell where you are.
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? There it is. There is your rage.
I can spot one fake, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of us should take on their own double to prevent confusion.
That's not a bad idea.
This darkness is a mirror for the soul. And once a soul is imprisoned here, it is eternally severed from the real world.
Just imagine how much easier our task will be with the two of us. You got my back?
Let us go together!
We'll do it together! I've got you now! A nice thought, yes. But I'm sad to say I failed to trust even myself.
I owe you one.
Why are you helping the Emperor, you wretch? Away from this moment. If you mourn your friends, avenge them! It's a blessing I get to face you. There is truly no one I more desire to end.
I'm unstoppable.
Now, when might I see the real sparks fly?
Is that it? Illusion or no, I must thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
Let's link up.
You can count on me.
Nice try! I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death. Much appreciated.
No problem, I got it. Stop playing the kind soul. Everything we've ever wanted is before us, right for the taking. If you're really me, then you already know why I'm doing this. I don't like leaving my fate up to luck. Not good. I feel like I just slew my twin brother. That's the last of the illusions.
Come with me.
I got this.
So it would seem.
At least now we're certain they're not real. We can cut them down without mercy.
Again? Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Right. Let's get searching.
Oh, but you four are a marvel. To think you are already adapting to this place. Now have the grace to lay down your lives and let the world you've torn apart heal.
Here I go. No mistakes. They...
Breather.
Ah, there you are. My partner in destiny.
We'll do it together. I've got you now.
I must make taste.
You're not Arval. And even if you were, I'd fight you all the same.
Destroying me will achieve nothing, for you will all still be trapped in this place. Unfortunate, but you are forcing my hand.
So even our mercenary friend gets offended. This is going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside. Let us go together.
We'll do it together. I've got you now. Why does it have to be you? I don't want to fight you. Out of the way. Not often a gal gets to fight herself. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, I hate this. It even thinks like me. Out of the way! Take this! You got my back?
Let us go together.
We'll do it together! I've got you now! I'm not finished.
It seems I am forced to do this myself. So be it. Come at me if you dare.
Our adversary has finally run out of tricks. Time to finish this.
Nothing I do is enough. How much more must I sacrifice?
Let us go together.
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
No, this isn't over. Be gone with you! The cycle of this world must be protected! You fool! Why must you resist me so?
You know my reason. The tomorrow we're fighting for. The choice is ours to make!
It's incredible. Just how strong you've become.
Arval.
You have grown more than I ever thought possible. And yet... I've never felt more alone.
I won't let myself stop here. Looks like we made it out in one piece.
Are you sure about that? I still have no idea what's going on.
Arval, or Epimenides, I suppose, has vanished, and we've been returned to where we started. Perhaps we should just consider this a victory, an ironic one, as we achieved it by working together.
Fair enough. So, what happens now?
It would be foolish of me to permit either of you to leave this place alive. Yet without you, I'd still be in that prison. I'm not the type to dispose of someone the moment they stop being useful.
That's not my style either. Momentary truce, then?
Agreed. Let's consider all debts paid.
But just to be clear, I crushed you once, and I can do so again.
Sorry about that, Edelgard. I put you in a pretty bad spot back there.
In truth, I can't say I much expected any of this.
Still, it got us talking again, and that's gotta be worth something.
Well, I should be off. I hope we can do this again sometime. The speaking part, anyway.
Think I'll be on my way, too. My people are probably pulling their hair out by now.
Until we meet again. Come, we're leaving. If my suspicions are correct, Garreg Mach is in grave danger. We need to hurry.
Scarlet Blaze. A path forward. The Empire somehow manages to prevail over the Kingdom and Central Church's coalition, but Archbishop Rhea is nowhere to be found. Edelgard and the others soon realize the Archbishop aims to use Aelel's secret trails to lead a surprise attack on Garreg Mach, so the Empire regroups and moves to intervene.
Dire news, my lord!
Huh? What now? What's happened?
Another fire? Has a horse escaped? Don't tell me it's an assassin! Where's the body? No, my lord. Worse. There's a legion of soldiers closing in on Garreg Mach. We think it's the Knights of Seiros. Ah! But we're safe in here, yes? My life is of great military importance, you know. Protect me! Put those troops Her Majesty sent to use!
Count Barley, the enemy is inside the monastery. We couldn't hold them back.
But these walls are thick! How did they breach them?
The walls yet stand, my lord. But it appears they have made use of a number of unknown secret passages. Now they are inside and wreaking havoc, and it's only a matter of time before the monastery falls. We have the numbers to stop them, but that matters little if we don't know where they actually are.
We must flee, my lord! All hope is lost!
Urgent news, my lord.
Spare my life, I beg you!
An unknown army has appeared and started attacking the Knights of Seiros.
Her Majesty's reinforcements!
Doubtful, my lord. This army wields large-scale magic and is also attacking the Imperial forces. The battlefield is sheer chaos. It's impossible to tell friend from foe.
What in the blazes is happening?
Church or Empire, I care not. Eradicate them all. Engulf them in our darkness.
It will be done. At last we can finally give the foolish descendants of those beasts the lesson they deserve. We will expose their filthy underground resting place and steal every last one of their essences.
If we can breach it. The hole in the forest that the bandits raided was secured with a seal.
Shall we deal with it after we take the monastery? We tear this disgusting rat's nest apart.
Lady Rhea, who are these people? They're attacking both sides indiscriminately.
A clandestine organization that wields dark magic. Could it be? Have they returned to seek vengeance on Fodlan? But why show their hand now? Deal with them, Catherine. Not a single one of them can survive. They pose a far greater threat to our world than the Empire.
Yes, Lady Rhea. Make way for Thunder Catherine! Clear a path or die!
And that appears to be the current situation.
The Knights of Seiros are one thing. We came prepared to deal with them, and we can do so. But now you say those who slither in the dark have turned this into a three-way battle? Why?
I am as baffled as you regarding a possible motive.
Perhaps it was vital they seized the monastery before we could get here. If they knew we were engaged in a lengthy fight at ALL, they might have seen this as their chance.
Well, they saved Count Varley's life either way. So be it. We will use this situation to our advantage and conduct a rescue. We can't afford to lose Garreg Mach or Count Varley. With one battle, we'll destroy the Central Church and put an end to those who slither in the dark.
It's strange. I stopped caring about my father a long time ago, but the thought that he might die is... it's...
He is not dead yet, Bernadetta. Unless you intend to be leaving him to his fates.
No. No, of course not. I'm going to save him.
If we're sloppy about this, we'll get dragged into the ongoing battle and suffer heavy losses. I would prefer to make this as easy for ourselves as we can. Let's find out what's going on in there, then look for the safest way in.
I can tell you one thing. If Lord Arundel is here, I will choke the life out of him personally. I'll even let you watch, Your Majesty.
Yes, just try not to overdo it.
If that is settled, we will accomplish nothing more by brooding down here.
Agreed. We'll begin the attack as soon as our preparations are complete.
I have a strategy.
I have a stratagem.
I have a strategy.
I will endeavor my hardest.
Shall we?
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
Ah, Lady Dorothea. I can't believe they make a star like you do such menial tasks. I said to give that a rest, remember? I'm going to start calling you Lady Monica if you keep it up. I think we've really outdone ourselves this time. You know what? We might be the best team ever. We all must do our fair share.
Hunger is the true enemy.
It looks delicious. I hope you like it, Lady Dorothea. Thanks, Moni, but you don't need to worry. I'm sure it's wonderful.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Time to work you into shape.
That's enough for today.
Training can't wait to see how you do. Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Can't wait to see how you do. Time to work you into shape.
Whew. Let us take a breather.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable. Time to work you into shape.
Training together sure beats doing it alone.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable. Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Can't wait to see how you do. Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
That should come in handy.
Can't wait to see it in action.
I'll take what I can get.
Time to work. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
I'll do what I can.
I will see it done speedily.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself? We all must do our fair share.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah.
For me? Really? Well, that's very kind of you. Let's eat it together.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Oh, this looks great. I'm gonna demolish this puppy for sure.
Hey, my favorite. You sure know how to brighten a guy's day.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger's the come back whenever you're hungry.
Which battle do you wish to reflect on?
We have a duty to fulfill.
Send a flower to battle and watch it bloom.
The fight starts now.
One must be hungry.
Leave this one to me. This'll be
Going to survive the battle. Do you not agree?
United, we are unbeatable!
I am your man.
I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Follow my lead.
Take it away, nobleman.
Let us begin our advance.
I could do with some reinforcements.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Line open!
I do hope you'll make this fun.
Watch this! We cannot allow the battle to continue trending this way.
My turn.
We're not losing to anyone!
I will overcome the sacrifice and move on.
Nice one. I'll win the next one too, if I just stay focused.
Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
I don't know how much help I'll be, but okay.
Right. Let's get this out of the way.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Oh yeah, we've got this!
We'll figure something out if we work together.
We all must do our fair share.
Hunger is the true enemy.
How'd you know I love this stuff? You must be more clever than I thought.
I'm surprised you know what I like. Thank you. This is wonderful.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Hey, Marianne. You were really doing great during those drills today.
Oh,
I'm heading over to the mess hall. You want to join? After all that training this morning and no break, I'm starving. Oh, sorry, I forgot. You like to eat alone, right? Then don't worry about it. I'll find someone else.
No, I'd like to accompany you. If you would have me, that is.
You sure? All right then, let's go. I wonder what's on the menu today. Oh, man, that was good. I feel alive again.
Yes, that was nice.
By the way, why'd you decide to come along with me?
What do you mean?
You usually sit by yourself. I thought you didn't like eating with others.
Yes, I do feel more comfortable when I'm alone. I haven't been around people much, so I don't normally know what to say in conversations.
Well, now I'm even more curious why you decided to eat with me.
Well, you have a strange power, right? It makes you transform, or something like that.
Yeah. You curious about it?
It's not so much that. I, wondered if you despised having it.
It does bother me, but I can't really put my finger on why. I know it makes people suspicious of me, and curious about my background, but that's just how people are.
And yet you always have such a sunny disposition, and everyone here respects you. I wondered why that was.
I mean, I sure hope they respect me. So, that's why you wanted to join me?
I wanted to know how I could be like you.
Like me? But Marianne, it's not like you have some mysterious power tucked away, right?
No, I don't.
If you just want to make friends with people, then you don't need to think so hard about it. It's not like anyone here hates you.
Don't they? I'm so useless.
Hey, you're a huge help to all of us. I mean that. So you don't have to force yourself to act like someone you're not, okay?
All right. Thank you for saying that.
still not back yet? It's been 5 days. What's this? A letter? Not like him to leave his stuff lying around. I wonder if it says anything about where he went. Well, it's just sitting there. Can't hurt to take a peek, right? Are you well? Eating enough? I worry about you all the time. Thank you for sending money always. I want to see you soon. Huh. Is this letter for Yuri? It's got a different name on it.
Having fun?
Yuri! Wow, you really snuck up on me. When did you get back?
Just now. More importantly, why are you snooping through things that don't belong to you? Choose your next word carefully, if you don't want them to be your last.
I'm sorry. It was just sitting out in the open, so I thought it'd be okay if I read it. I was worried you weren't coming back.
Never mind. I can't imagine you'd have a reason to pry into my affairs. I suppose this is what I get for taking off without telling anyone. And for being so careless.
Yeah, I thought you'd be the last person to leave something like this behind. You must have left in a hurry.
You could say that.
Was it because of the letter? I assume it's from someone in your family. Maybe a little brother or sister?
My mother, actually. She doesn't really have a way with words, I know. She's always been prone to illness, but lately her condition has grown worse. I try to visit whenever she asks to see me. Obviously, there are times when I can't go, but I have to take all the time I can get, right? I never know which visit will be my final chance to see her.
I understand. Once someone's gone, they're gone. But wait, the name on that letter, is that your real name? So Yuri's an alias and you're really
No need to say it. And yes, what parent would call their kid by an alias anyway?
Fair point. It's a nice name, though. Why hide it?
In my line of work, it pays to have more than a few names. And don't go telling anyone about this. You won't like to find out what happens if you do.
I won't, promise. And if I do slip up, you're free to do your worst. In any case, I am sorry for prying. And for what it's worth, I hope your mom gets better soon.
If it were easy to cure, then we wouldn't even be talking about it. But I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless.
I want to apologize again. I'm really sorry. I can't believe I tried to kill you.
It's all right. I know that wasn't really you.
Still, the one who did it was a part of me. Literally. You asked me about this before. About some mysterious presence within me.
That's right.
Well, sorry I couldn't give you a straight answer back then. Arval told me not to tell anyone. That's the name of the presence that was inside my head, by the way. The one that took control of my body and tried to kill you. Or maybe it was someone else entirely. The one that called himself Epimenides.
Arval and Epimenides, I wonder what manner of beings they are.
Beats me. And it's not like I can just go and ask them now. Honestly, I kinda wish I'd talk to Arval more now that I can't.
That's how these things work, sadly. When you're ready to talk, the person you want to talk to is no longer there.
But there's still so much I don't know. Remember how I got trapped inside that void with Edelgard and the others after our fight? That's when Arval used the name Epimenides, and then tried to kill us.
Are Arval and Epimenides the same being?
I'd like to think they're different, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Epimenides is just Arval's true identity. I don't know if they were just using me, or if they had some other goal in mind. All I've got are a bunch of mysteries that I'll probably never solve.
I did notice one thing.
What's that?
It was when we were fighting and you were being manipulated. It seemed like Arval was trying to keep your body from getting hurt. They could have fought more recklessly. I don't see why it would have made a difference to them, but they were making sure you weren't harmed.
Seriously, Arval was protecting me?
It's just a feeling I got. But yes, I think that could have been the case.
I guess Arval's the only one who knows the truth. Or as the Saros folks say, only the goddess knows, right? But hey, thanks for telling me that. Really. It does make me feel better. I've got no choice now but to keep moving forward. Live out the destiny the two of us once shared. Funny, I came here to apologize, but you ended up cheering me up instead. I'll catch you later, okay?
Only the goddess knows, Well, the goddess may have been the one telling you that.
What am I supposed to say to Ferdy? Oh, this is such a problem. All my animosity towards him has been due to a misunderstanding on my part. I really owe him a...
Dorothea!
Ferdy? What in the world?
I shall not approach any closer. So pray, stand there and hear me out. My deepest apologies for what happened the other day. I fear I may have wounded you most grievously. As I am a fool who knows not how I upset you, you may freely laugh and jeer at my inadequacies.
There's some kind of lover's quarrel, maybe?
You think he's cheating on her? Nah, couldn't be. But then again... Oh, for the love of...
Ferdy! Please stop screaming our private business for all the world to hear!
But you told me to stay away from you, and I must not disregard your wishes in the matter. I implore you to forgive me. I have no wish for our relationship to end in such a horrid manner.
This is getting good.
Can't say the lady looks too into it, though.
True, but if two folks really and truly love each other, they can overcome anything.
I forgive you, Ferdy! Now for the love of everything, stop shouting!
Thank you for forgiving me, Dorothea. And thank you for hearing out my thoughts on the matter.
Oh, I think everyone heard you out.
I see. And you are still cross with me.
Listen, Ferdy, you don't need to apologize.
Does this mean you will never forgive me for as long as I live? Whatever am I to do?
Just listen to me for a second. You don't have to apologize to me because I'm the one who should be apologizing to you.
Oh? But why? I should not think you have any defects to speak of.
I overheard you and Adie talking the other day. When you were telling her about the water nymph you saw in the fountain in Enbar? Well, I'm fairly sure what you thought was a nymph was actually me, as a child.
Come again?
That was the day I met Manuela and was invited to be a singer, and I was over the moon about it. I slipped into the fountain to wash up, hoping to scrub some of the dirt off of me. And then you appeared.
I see. But if the beautiful water nymph was actually you, then that means...
Yes, right. Anyway, I got embarrassed thinking about it, which is why I told you to stay away. That's all.
Yes. Well, I am glad we were able to clear that up.
Sand, rain, river? Is he writing of the weather?
Are you all right, Petra? That's quite the noise that just came flying out of your diaphragm.
Linhardt, perhaps you can be helping me. This letter is giving me much difficulty.
A letter, is it? I was under the impression that you had no trouble reading the language of Fodlan.
I also had that thought, but this page is not making sense. Can you be reading it for me?
What? Oh no, I couldn't. This is a private matter. I mean, I don't even know who it's from.
But I cannot be writing back if I do not know what they are saying. Please, do this favor for me.
Oh, very well. Let me have a look. Goodness, no wonder you struggled with this. It couldn't be more archaic. Right, well, let me give this a shot. Yon world is endless sand, and I but a parched grain air upon its bosom. O beauty, was it the western wind which brought thee hither, merciful rain? Soft, my river o'erfloweth. Petra, is this a love letter?
That is a possibility, but I do not have certainty.
Okay, you definitely should have mentioned that before I started reading this. Well, too late now, I suppose.
Indeed. I am blaming the letter. If no one can have understanding of it, the writer is a waster of paper.
Well, it's not that I don't understand so much as... Look, let me just give this back to you.
You have understanding? You must be teaching me.
Oh, very well. The writer is using archaic speech to express his love for you through metaphor. So much so that I would say they have gone and spoiled the whole thing.
So he has passion? I am pleased, although I have little knowledge of the letter's writer.
Really? From what he's written here, it sounds as if he sees you every day. Also, the letter is absolutely rife with mistakes. Take this passage, for example. I think he mentioned the western wind in an effort to evoke Brigid, but it's actually the southern wind that brings rain. Besides which, the merciful rain is a gift from the goddess. This paramour of yours shouldn't be tossing such sacrilegious comparisons about. And I won't even ask how a grain can be parched, let alone turn into an overflowing river.
The words have richness and color. I wish I could be reading them as well as you.
Trust me, it's nothing special. Well-crafted writing has layers. This just has apostrophes. So, are you planning to write him back?
This has been a most painful lesson of how little I am knowing. I'm must be reading many books to study the old speech of Fodlan before making my reply.
I sure hope she doesn't plan on writing him back in the same style, or they're going to end up talking right past each other. Goodness, I slept too much. A little fishing ought to snap me right awake.
I am hearing you, Linhart.
Apparently so. Care to fish with me?
Ah! Or what watery expanse whilst our hooked morsel fly? What piscine denizen dost thou... Nay, thou! Dost thou be intending to make thy quarry? In days of yore, I oft partooketh of the angler's art. Yea, forsooth, I was being quite adept. But in this place, thou art knowing thy waters better. Mayhap thou art being my guide? Eth?
Oh, that is wonderful. Is this about that love letter? You did say you were going to study up on the old speech. I was wondering why you were assaulting me with so many these and thous.
Fodlan's old tongue gives me much more difficulty than the young one.
Absolutely. Most people struggle to even write that way, let alone speak it. I'm in awe of you, Petra. What you've done is very, very impressive. I bet you could scour the continent and only find a handful of people who can form such sentences. I mean, people haven't spoken that way since the goddess herself walked the land.
So speakers of this style are rare? I have been trying with hardness to learn how to be speaking like everyone else in Fodlan. And now I am finding success, but in the wrong century.
I think you should be proud. This only goes to show how much of an aptitude you have for languages. You're not even from Fodlan, and you can out-thou the best of us. That's fascinating. Thou art extremely fascinating, Petra.
I am not understanding the funniness. Do the people of Fodlan truly never speak in this way?
Usually only if they're a professional actor or trying to make a bit of a joke. But perhaps you're about to usher in a major comeback. In fact, I think we should schedule some time for you to coach me, Professor Petra.
Me teaching you? That idea is a wonderful one. You are usually teaching me so many things, and now I can be repaying the favor.
It's almost a shame you've got your life mapped out as Queen of Brigid. You'd make a fine academic. I don't suppose I could talk you into it.
An academic?
Yes, a sort of professional scholar. It takes passion and, more importantly, luck. But you've got both.
I do?
Well, there's no question you're passionate and a hard worker, which just leaves the luck part. And I'd say you live a charmed life indeed if people are dropping you love letters in the middle of a war. Whatever happened with that, by the way?
I gave him my rejection and will never be seeing him again.
What? Really? I'm dying to know more, but listen, just give the academia thing some thought, all right? You'd be perfect for it. I can't believe Caspar foisted this on me. I don't even think Leone would have a use for it, but I suppose it couldn't hurt to ask. Hello, Leone. Are you meeting someone?
I'm meeting you. Per your request. Please don't tell me you forgot.
Ah, that's right. I have something to show you.
Wait, did you actually forget?
Oh, who can say? More importantly, take a look at this. I don't need it and was going to throw it out, but then I thought perhaps you might have a use for it.
Throw it out? What a waste! I'll definitely take it.
Truly? I suspected you might say that, but still...
You gotta use things that are usable after all.
Despite the fact that it's been written on so much that it now has utterly fulfilled the destiny of all paper?
There's still plenty of white space. And even if it was packed to the gills, it'd still make good kindling. In any case, if you don't need it, I'm happy to take it off your hands. Deal? Deal.
All yours.
Okay, now I gotta give you something in return. Let me see what I've got here. Well, looks like all I have is this dealie I picked up in the woods a couple days back. Thought it might make a good arrowhead, but it's too hard for me to flint knap properly.
That's a piece of an ancient relic. How did you even find such a thing? Yes, well, I will gladly take it. Incidentally, would you mind telling me where you picked it up?
Wow, you really want this, huh?
I do indeed, Leonie. Why, this is a discovery worthy of canceling my afternoon nap.
Somehow I doubt that's gonna happen, but, well, I'm happy if you're happy.
And you have done me a service as well, by taking an unneeded item off my hands.
It's funny how stuff like this works out. One person's trash really is another person's treasure.
That is because you and I are what I would call a special pair.
Care to explain that?
One might say the things that matter to us are completely opposed. Even among all of our comrades, you'll not find a pair more... well, except for... oh, and then there's... You know what? We aren't so special after all.
You are a very strange man, Linhardt.
But special or not, our relationship is perfect for disposing of unwanted items. So let's keep it up.
Sure thing, buddy. Not that I have any idea what you're asking me for at this point.
So I think you might be a little off here, Caspar. The interpretation is more like this.
No kidding. Well, so then this part here would actually mean something like... Hey, are this and this the same? I think they connect to that one thing from before.
Nice one. So now you understand that part, right?
Whew, I really made some progress today.
Yes, you've been doing quite well. You used to only train your body, but lately you've been spending more time on your mind.
Kinda got a better opinion of me now, huh? I mean, no way did I become a genius in just 5 days, but this still isn't bad. You've been hitting the books a lot yourself lately. Wouldn't you rather be out on dates or something?
Not at all. I'm working very hard for the sake of our future. Also, studying together like this is sort of fun.
I get it. It's kind of like training. The more you do, the more you get out of it. But I also noticed that my training has gone better since I started this whole studying thing.
And perhaps having a partner is helping too? Still, it makes me kind of sad. We'd probably be studying together like this a lot more if the Academy hadn't shut down.
I don't know about that. I mean, if we hadn't ended up in this war, would I have found a reason to study like this? Honestly, I kinda doubt it.
Caspar, whatever's bothering you, you're not going to solve it by muttering to yourself.
Yeah, you caught me. Up until Edelgard decided she was going to fight, I didn't know much of anything. Not about the evil guys who came into the Empire, and not about the problems in Fodlan. Not saying I fully understand that stuff now, either, but at least I want to try.
Seeing you now is like looking at an adorable baby brother. I just want to pinch your cheeks and cheer you on with everything I've got.
Okay. I mean, sure, I'm the second son and you're older than me, but...
Perfect. Then go ahead and start thinking of me as your big sister.
You know what? I actually don't mind that. Well then, just keep watching me grow, big sis.
I thought you'd just laugh that off. With the passing of 5 sunrises and 5 sunsets, even a boy can burgeon into an impressive man.
What? Is that another part of Francis's story?
Oh, that's my little secret. Still, whatever am I to do now? Let's just continue bringing the best out of each other, for the sake of our post-war future.
Our meaning... never mind. I'm with you. Let's keep giving it our all together, Dorothea.
Oh, it feels wonderful to be out on the town again. Wouldn't you agree, Petra?
I would. It has been one battle after another battle. It is feeling good to rest.
I know, right? I'm glad we stopped here. Just look at the market. So many stalls, so much life.
This town must have been sending many soldiers to the war. I was thinking it would be filled with gloom. But the townsfolk are keeping high spirits. This is a good thing.
Commoners are a lot more resilient than you think. It doesn't matter if there are arrows whizzing by their shops or if there's a new lord to serve. They know how to adapt and carry on. Of course, it's different if they've lost family.
Ah, yes. In Brigid, everyone is family. We fight as sisters and brothers, and are mourning each loss.
One big family, huh? Can't say that for Fodlan. It's a beautiful idea, but it must be awful in wartime. I can't imagine feeling like I've lost a sibling every time a person dies.
Yes. Times of war bring much sadness. But I am also thinking that war is less common. We are not squabbling over land or property, because it is already belonging to all.
That sounds wonderful, Petra.
We are only squabbling over who is sitting on the throne. Oh, and lovers.
Oh, so that's where things get messy. Juicy.
Oi, ladies. Ain't safe for a couple of prim skirts to be out here alone. Why don't you come with us?
Keep walking, boys. Not interested. Ah!
Shut up and move, girlie.
Ha! Whoa! What the?
Watch out, Dorothea! This one has skill!
Well, that was incredibly uncivil of them. Are you all right? You aren't hurt, are you?
I am well. And you?
Not a scratch. I'm so relieved those brutes didn't mess up that silky face of yours.
But I am not wearing silk upon my face, Dorothea.
No, I'm talking about your skin. It's lustrous and smooth, you know?
This is a strange comparison. Silk is easily damaged. My skin has strength. Here, feel.
That's all right. I can tell just by looking.
Then you are knowing that my skin is like steel, not like silk. I am thinking we should be taking more care from now on. You are precious to me. I do not want to be losing you to thugs. One of them was a capable fighter. Please take my apologies for placing you in such danger. If anyone is trying such a thing again, I will be keeping you safe.
Hey, you're special to me too, you know. And no one's gonna lay a finger on your head while I'm around.
Dorothea, are you all right? I heard you were injured in our latest battle.
I'm fine. I can't say the same for my clothes, but at least my body will heal up quickly.
Oh, what a relief. It would be terrible if you were wounded, but even a single scar marring your perfect skin would be a tragedy.
No need to make such a fuss over it. I have plenty of scars already, Mommy.
I'm aware, but a large one would present a different type of problem altogether.
Wait, how do you know that I have scars? Actually, no, I'd rather not find out.
By the way, Dorothea, there's something I was hoping to ask you. I heard you were hurt because you hesitated to kill an opponent and left yourself open to an attack. Is that true?
It is. My enemy was a young child, and she was all skin and bones. I thought perhaps she was an orphan, and pity stayed my hand.
So it is true.
I'm sorry. I suppose my failure to act must have been something of a burden on everyone else.
I don't consider you a burden. But still, why do you keep fighting if you have such a kind heart? How can you even stand it? Don't you want to run away? Don't you want to leave the army and return to your opera company?
Oh, of course. The little voice inside my head is always telling me to pack up and go. But I have too much self-respect to do that. Or perhaps I'm simply too tied to my position. If I hadn't been given the opportunity to become a songstress, if I'd remained an orphan, I might well be in the same position as the child I face today. I might have been pressed into battle without being taught how to fight properly. I doubt I would have lasted long out on the battlefield. And when I think about that, I can't run away. I can't be the only one to flee to safety when everyone else is in danger.
I had no idea.
Plus, 80 matters a lot to me. I want to stay by her side and support her. You know all about what that's like, right? Even though you have the option of working in the capital, you've chosen to stay here and fight.
Well, you have me there. No matter what hardships might come, I can't imagine ever abandoning her.
That makes two of us.
Dorothea? My apologies. There's something I need to confess. I went to Her Majesty and asked her to reassign you to the rear guard. But after speaking to you, I now realize that was a great mistake. Even if it's difficult, and even if you get hurt, you still have a desire and a right to be on the front with Lady Edelgard.
You don't have to apologize, Mani. I understand. So, let's keep giving everything we've got to this fight.
Yes! With the two of us at her side, Her Majesty will be flanked by beautiful flowers. Wait, Her Majesty is also a beautiful flower, so,
Upon the stage of battle we shall bloom, an army of countless flowers bursting into full glory.
I'm so sorry I can't let you run free. We'll go for another walk together soon, alright?
Why so guarded, Marianne? Is that how you always greet beautiful men?
Yuri, what do you want?
Oh, nothing in particular. I simply spotted you on the way back from drills and felt like coming over to see what you were doing. I feel like you never leave these stables. Did you ever grow tired of it?
I'm sorry.
It's merely a question. I'm not trying to judge you or anything. Well, this is going poorly already. All I wanted was to make a little small talk and it ended up like this. Are you always this gloomy? It seems you speak just fine around everyone else.
I only know how to make small talk about animals, and you seem to hate them. So, I figured that no matter what I talked about, you would hate it, and me.
Hold on. Why would I hate you? And when have I ever said I hate animals?
Once when I was replacing the horse's hay, I saw you glaring at me from a distance. But if you don't hate animals, then it must be me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sour your mood further. I'll be gone soon anyway.
Look, Marianne. Allow me to clear everything up for you. Firstly, I don't despise animals. I actually like them. Understand?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, or I'll have to repeat myself forever. Just listen. Second, I don't hate you or even think poorly of you. Although I'll admit that I was somewhat annoyed with you earlier in this conversation.
Then why were you glaring at me before?
I'm not sure. Perhaps you saw it wrong? I don't know when this was, but... Wait. I think I see now. I have a condition of sorts. One that can get aggravated under certain circumstances.
I knew it. My very presence had aggravated you.
I'm telling you, that's not it. I swear by the goddess herself that it's not your fault. Okay?
No, you don't know what I have. Excuse me.
Well, that got us absolutely nowhere. Conversing with the shady lady is almost pleasant in comparison. What did she mean when she said she'd be gone soon? That's a little too ominous to ignore. There you are, Marianne. I've been searching the entire base for you.
Yuri, is something wrong?
This is what's wrong. Where do you think you're going at this hour? You know, I've been worried this whole time that you might actually leave like you said you would.
Oh, no. I'm just walking my horse. I have him tied to the tree over there.
I just can't believe you'd ever think of... Wait, what? You're walking a horse?
We got a late start, but I always take him out on certain days.
Right then. It seems I worried for nothing.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
There's no need to apologize. I'm just glad my worries turned out to be unfounded.
But why are you so worried about me?
Actually, let me ask you a question. could you turn a blind eye to a friend who says she'll be gone soon, and then can't be found anywhere?
The fact is, I have no worth to anyone here, so...
Okay, knock that off. You've got plenty of worth. For one, there are things you can do that even I can't. In fact, this seems like a perfect chance to show you exactly why I was glaring at you that one day.
Yuri, is something wrong with Dorte?
So, your name's Dorte, hmm? That's a lovely coat you have there. I see someone has groomed you to... Achoo!
Are you alright? Are you better now? What happened?
Isn't it obvious? That sort of thing always happens whenever I get too close to horses or cats. And when the sneeze approaches, my eyes narrow reflexively. That's probably why it looked like I was glaring at you. Luckily, it's mostly just sniffles, so I don't go out of my way to tell people about it. Still, I probably should have told you from the start. Apologies for giving you the wrong idea, Marianne.
No, it's alright. It's really my fault for jumping to conclusions. And I'm sorry you had to pet my horse.
The next time you say sorry, I'm going to glare at you for...
Oh, would you mind if I tried some detoxifying magic on you? I'm not certain it will have any effect, but it may temporarily alleviate your symptoms at least.
Detoxifying, hmm? You know, if this works, it may help one of my lifelong dreams come true.
It would?
Most certainly. I'd love to go on a long trail ride, or pet a room full of friendly cats all afternoon.
I'm sorry, Yuri. I'm just so surprised. Those are truly wonderful dreams to have. And I would love to help you achieve them if I can.
I'd be glad to take you up on that offer. Do you see now why I said you aren't worthless? Now let's do this, Marianne. Hit me with the most powerful magic you've got.
Captain!
You again, Leone? What is it today?
Seeing as you're strong as ever, Captain Gerald, I was hoping you'd train with me.
Your eyes are playing tricks. I'm an old man. I'd never be able to keep up with you kids at the rate you're improving.
You can't mean that. I'm nowhere near a match for you. But hearing that kind of praise from my hero makes me want to devote myself to training even more.
Aren't you a little old for childhood heroes?
Maybe, but I'm still happy. I worked my whole life to be a mercenary like you, after all. And now I get to fight at your side? Dreams really do come true.
I'm glad. It's not often childhood dreams actually come to pass. I recall you always scampering a few paces behind me as a kid. You'd stare at me and ask all kinds of questions, even when I was clearly too busy to answer.
Well, I was just hoping you'd teach me about martial arts and tactics and that kind of thing. Before your job ended and you left, I mean.
You couldn't have learned much. I wasn't there long. Yet here you are, standing strong and tall. You have no one but yourself to thank for that. You grew up without any guidance from this old captain. I'm glad to call you my apprentice.
Thank you. I promise to make you proud. And one day, I'm going to surpass you. That's my new dream.
That's the spirit.
And I'm not just surpassing you, but your kid, too. I had no idea they were so strong.
Guess the topic never came up when I was in Son. We've both been through a lot.
I'm jealous about all the time you two got to spend traveling together. I bet their strength is due to your instruction.
All I did was teach the basics of merc life. Natural talent's likely behind the swordsmanship and tactical ability.
Which means normal folks like me have to put in 100 times the effort just to catch up.
Don't sell yourself short. I wouldn't have taken you on if you didn't have talent.